Welcome to Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Today, these two contestants will go after a top prize. It's the richest stop in the history of professional pool, $40,000. Hi, everybody. I'm Phil Stone, along with Jack Johnston. Today, Jack, we sort of have a contrast of styles and sizes. Mike Seagull against perhaps one of the finest, if not the finest ever to come out of Manila, Jose Parica.
Yes, little Jose Parica. He came to this country a couple of years ago and went down to Dallas, Texas, and proceeded to beat everybody in the country. Mike Seagull, winner of 12 major tournaments. It's going to be a shootout here at Resorts International.
And if no other reason, you have to believe Seagull will be the odds-on favorite, because for Parica, it's a situation where he's going up against the finest left-handed player in the world today, and he's got a ton of major tournament experience. We'll be back with this semifinal match from Resorts International in just a moment. We are in beautiful Atlantic City, New Jersey. It is semi-final action of the third annual Resorts International 9-Ball Championship. Come inside with us. We are in the Cotillion Ballroom, the traveling home of such greats as Luciano Pavarotti, Julio Iglesias. Joe DiMaggio's 70th birthday party was held right here. Tonight, it is packed to the rafters for this semi-final elimination round. Mike Seagull as he takes on Manila's Jose Parica. Yeah, you look at this week-long tournament, more than 7,000 have turned out to watch. The rules of 9-ball, well, rather simple in some ways. The object of the game is to knock that ball into a pocket. But to do it, you have to strike the lowest numbered ball still remaining on the tabletop. Player who shoots will remain there until he misses. Game is over when the 9-ball is pocketed. If at any time a foul is called, that player shooting loses his turn, and the first player to win 9 games will win the match. And here is the lag. On your left is Mike Seagull. Jose Parica from the Philippines on the right.
Mr. Parica will break.
I'm Phil Stone, along with Jack Johnston. Jack, when this tournament began to take shape many months ago, ever in your wildest dreams did you figure that you'd have 7,000 spectators coming out and watching this tournament, whose top prize, incidentally, is $40,000?
This turnout is phenomenal. It's the biggest turnout I've ever seen in a pool in the 30 years I've been around it. The spectators and the turnout for the tournament itself, 356 entries in the male division. Pool is very simply hot right now. It's very important for Jose to get off to a good start here. Mike Seagull has the most experience in tournament play.
There's the man who, throughout the Philippines, is known simply as Lemon, the man.
And right now, he's probably the most famous player in Texas, Jose Parica. He failed to make a ball on the break. Jose Parica came to this country a couple years ago and just caused complete havoc around the Texas area, just proceeding to defeat every player in the country.
Seagull from Towson, Maryland. 33 years of age.
I was talking to Mike before the match started. He feels that his great advantage in this match is the break. He feels that his break is so much more powerful than Ephraim's. And a real good shot there. He's got to take this 4-ball and force it up. He's going to shoot and just draw this ball back between the 7 and the 6. Oh, he's going to just stay right in there. These balls are laying real good here. Mike's left himself a tough shot here. He can't shoot this ball in a long corner for Phil. The 9's got himself blocked in the way. He's probably going to elect to shoot this ball in the side pocket, the 6 ball on the side.
Yeah, that's really, Jack, the only shot that is left open to him with the 9 ball blocking the corner.
So he's going to, if he makes it, he'll have a real good position on the 7 balls. Good shot, great shot. He's going to try to shoot this 6 ball right in the side pocket and just came back up by the side rail. He's, ooh. He had to force that ball down through the side rail. And Mike just has to tap these 2 balls in.
Got good action off that side rail, and he has allowed himself to take a 1-0 lead in this race to 9. So Seagull makes quick work of that first rack of balls as he moves out to a 1-0 lead over the pride of Manila, Jose Parica. Will return to Atlantic City in a moment. Seagull out in front of Parica, 1-0, and it is Seagull on the table.
Phil, this break is going to shatter. He's going to shatter these balls. His break is in his own. He feels that his break is the best break in 9 ball today.
Of course, he may have an argument from Danny Medina.
Here, the break's going to shatter. He almost draws this ball back into the side pocket. Just be very careful. Control the cue ball. The 2 and the 6 are really tied up here. He doesn't have much opportunity to run these balls out.
Now he has taken what was a very difficult lie of the 8 remaining balls and loosened them up for Parica.
He's going to try to make this 1 ball and just try to break the 2 and the 6 out. He misses it trying to break these balls up. Ephraim's got a tough layout. He's going to shoot this 1 into the side and kind of bring his cue ball into the 6 and stop there for the 2. He fooled us.
Both Parica and Seagull are mic'd with our ESPN wireless microphones, and Seagull is a rather verbose player. Chances are we'll pick up a lot of conversation from Seagull.
Yeah, Ephraim is going to have to stay down on this ball and go through. He's cutting this ball into the corner. He's actually going to kill the cue ball down to keep his angles sharp. This is a long, straight shot. He's going to look to fire this 3 ball in the corner pocket. He's just going to fire it. Right dead center of the hole. Perfect roll. He's got himself a little bit tough. This 9 has got a little bit blocked, the side pocket blocked. He's going to cut this 4 ball into the side pocket. The cue ball is actually going to go into the 6 and stop him there. He's going to just ease the 4 into the side and let the cue ball slide right into the 6. There we go.
Oh, you act like you played this game before.
It's many years of misspent youth. He's going to probably go right into the 7 here. Pocket the 6. Bear in mind, these players are playing 3 or 4 balls in advance now. It's not the 6 ball he's worried about. It's ultimately the 9 ball. The only ball that really counts on the table is the 9. It's the payday ball.
For those of you at home watching championship pool for the first time, it is interesting not only to watch the object ball or the ball that the player is aiming at, but try if you can to watch the position of the cue ball.
Yeah, Jose might not have a shot here. This long pocket's blocked by this 7 ball. He doesn't really have a shot here. Looks like he's going to play the 7-8 combination. He's going to shoot the 7 into the 8 ball in the right-hand corner, left-hand corner. Great shot, great shot, great shot.
What a combination, running that 7 ball about 8 feet down the table to kiss the 8 into the corner pocket.
It's a good shot. He just went 2 rails.
Well, the shot that set up this game was Jose's combination on the 8. Parica ties the match at 1. And he did it in championship fashion. Parica and Mike Seagull, as they head for game 3 of this match, are tied at 1 in the men's semifinals. I want to know where Tom Cruise learned that baton work with the cue. There's the man right there. Mike Seagull, the technical advisor to The Color of Money, taught Paul Newman and Tom Cruise many of those shots which were employed during that motion picture. Oh, and what a good motion picture it is. Seagull and Parica now tied at 1.
Jose Parica. He's made the 1 ball on the break, but it looks like he snookered himself behind the 7 ball, Phil. Bear in mind, the biggest problem right now. Okay, he's snookered behind the 7 ball. His object ball is a 2 ball. He must kick at this ball in order to hit it. He's going to kick 2 rails into here and try to kick the 2 ball out. See what he does. So he missed it altogether. Mike can now take the cue ball in hand and place it anywhere on the table he wishes.
Well, Seagull has an interesting lie right now with these balls, Jack. It appears as if he's in a position where he could run out.
Yeah, these balls will land real well for Mikey's. You cannot give these great players a cue ball in hand. If you do, you're just selling out the farm.
Object ball is the 5 ball, and Seagull runs it down.
And Mike will just shoot and stop here now. Just shoot the 6 on the side and just stop, and then shoot the 7. It's got a little bit of a finesse problem. The 8's up at the other end of the table. He's got to move his cue ball around the table.
Seagull had 6 wins in 1986, including the Sands Regent 9 ball in Reno, the BC Open in Binghamton, New York.
He's just going to shoot here and stop the cue ball. He's going to actually pocket this 8 ball in the long corner. He's going to snap the cue ball all the way back to the other end of the table. He's going to use a lot of bottom hard drawing. It's just snap it back. Good shot.
Oh, look at the way he circles the cue ball in behind the 9, and a chance at a game winner here.
Good shot.
Before a packed house in the Cotillion Ballroom, Seagull moves out to a 2-1 lead over Parica.
There's a lot of controversy in the world today who the best 9-ball player in the world is, Phil. But Mike Seagull is the best left-handed player in the world.
Al Seagull hails from Towson, Maryland. Began playing pool at the age of 13, has been a pro 12 years. Actually learned the game in Rochester, New York, watching Irving Crane.
Yeah, Mike feels that he has the best 9-ball break there is in the sport today. When he hits his balls, his cue stick actually bends. You'll actually see it just completely bend.
That's good. That's fine.
Seagull concerned with the racking of the balls.
Yeah, they want the balls nice and tight, so to get the most action off the ball. He's going to take and he'll actually just shatter these balls. He's going to try to keep his cue ball right dead center of the table. I got a little bit of bad kiss there. Ball kissed up to the back end of the rail.
But in the process, he has snookered Jose Parica. Parica with absolutely no chance at all of going after that one ball.
No, Jose's going to have to play safe here. He's going to masse this ball around the 2 ball and just try to make the ball a solid hit on the 1 ball.
Oh,
it's a good shot. He's left Mike safe too.
What is a masse?
Well, he's just jacking up here, and he's going to make the ball actually spin and jump around the 2 ball. Actually jumped and spun around the 2 ball. The masse is a very important shot, Phil, in this sport. They have to spin the ball around the object balls and keep moving the ball around balls that are actually in their way. Mike's going to look to play safe here. He's made a real good shot here. Oh, he's gotten unlucky. The 4 ball fell in. He completely snookered Jose Parica behind this 6 ball. Mike doesn't look like he can hit this ball from here, but apparently he can. He's trying to make this ball. Great shot.
Great shot. Runs the cue ball 9 feet down the table.
That's what distinguishes the champions from everybody else.
Seagull playing with a little bit more deliberateness than we have seen him in the earlier rounds of this tournament.
Yeah, it looks like he's coming to win this tournament now.
A lot of money is at stake here. Winner of this match will move on in the chase for $40,000 top prize money.
All he has to do now is just keep his composure and just keep... He's going to look to pocket this 6 ball and probably just shoot the 7 in the side. All he's got to do is stop and pull back a few inches here. Anyway, he's going to shoot the 7 in the side. He's got a little bit of a bad angle here. He's going to have to stop, which is going to give him a tough shot on the 8.
Talk about Seagull's cue stick a moment, Jack. It looks to be a very elaborate cue in terms of the ivory inlays and the silver around the joint.
Yeah, that's a Josh cue made by Danny James. That cue's probably in an excess value of around $3,000. Ebony and ivory inlays. He's got to kill his ball down here. He's got to really snap this ball and kill it. I just killed the ball when it hit the rail. The cue ball just didn't move.
Nine ball successfully negotiated, and Seagull has moved out to a 3-1 lead over Parica. And this, the semifinals of the resort. If pool holds your interest, Atlantic City and Resorts International is the place to be. It is Seagull out in front of Parica now, 3-1.
And Mike's going to hit these balls so hard, this cue stick's actually just going to bend. While he let the cue ball get away from it, dropped in the side pocket. Jose.
You're playing a great spot.
This cue stick is going to actually bend. He's actually bending this cue spit. He's hitting this ball so hard. He's actually driving the cue stick into the table itself.
If you're going to try that at home, probably.
Jose's going to shoot a 1-9 combination here, Phil. He's got the cue ball in hand. He's going to look to take the shortcut out. It's a 1-9 combination. Got it. Good shot.
Oh, misplayed it, but came away lucky. He knows it.
Even the greatest players in the world need a little luck.
Yeah, that gets this crowd buzzing.
Yeah, that's it. He's looking to make this 9 ball in the corner, and he actually banks it into the opposite corner. The pool gods took very good care of him there.
Is that the way he cleaned out all them tall Texans?
I don't know. Somebody was looking out for him. He completed When he went to Texas, they're still talking about it 2 years later.
Do you suppose he ran into U.J. Puckett down there?
U.J. Puckett, I'm sure he did.
U.J. is in attendance at this match.
Jose Parica just made the 9 on the break.
And he made 3 other ones to boot. He cleared half the table with that break. What a thunderous break.
Jose Parica's, he's breaking these balls real hard. He's going to hit them as hard as he possibly can. This cue ball is going to actually jump when it hits the contact. It's actually jumping, and the 9 is just going to float right on into the corner pocket.
What you are unable to see is that 3 other balls also rolled in.
He hits these balls very hard to be a small man.
To your knowledge, Jack, what is the most ever sunk on a break?
Well, I've heard stories that all the balls have went in on a break, but I have never seen it. 3 or 4 balls is the most I've ever seen. There are a lot of guys that do trick shots around where they make all 15 balls on one break.
Oh, my goodness.
But in legitimate play, I've ever seen more than 3 or 4 balls fall in on the break itself. You've got to bear in mind we're playing for $40,000 here.
Now the loser of this match will head out of Atlantic City, while the winner will continue on in the quest for that $40,000 top prize. Yeah, you know who that is, Jack.
Steve Mizarek.
He is out of the chase.
Yeah, he came here, and they just shot him down. He's a great, great player and a nice gentleman. Mr. U.J. Puckett, the greatest pool hustler of all times.
You suppose that Parica got into U.J.'s pockets?
Oh, I'm sure he did. and the Puckett didn't like it, I guarantee you. When this man went to Texas, nobody knew what happened. He said he came out of Mars somewhere. Jose made 2 balls on the break this time, but he sewed himself up behind the 6th ball. He's going to have to kick at this ball, Phil. Okay, he's hitting this 1 ball so hard. This cue ball, when it comes down, is actually jumping off the table. The balls are just flying. The balls are just flying all over everywhere. There's plenty of action on the balls, and the balls will just keep flying. He's kicking at this ball. He's made a good shot here. He didn't get lucky here. Mike should be able to run out from here without too much difficulty. He keeps the ball real solid.
We're tied at 3, Seagull and Parica in this men's semifinal match. The Resorts International 9-ball championship.
Mike's going to shoot this 1 in the corner, just stroll back and shoot the 2 in the opposite corner. Just going to try to draw the ball straight back. Basically, all he's got to do now is just shoot and stop, Phil. Just shoot and stop. The only problem he's got is with the 7 ball. For this type player, this layout's relatively easy. The 7 ball's hanging a little close on the rail, which could cause him a little. It will cause an amateur player a real problem because the ball is so close to the rail. But he should be able to move out from here without too much trouble. He has to be a little careful here. He's going to have to go 2 rails to get close to the 7 on the side rail. He's going to shoot the 6 in the corner pocket, the left-hand corner pocket. Then he's going to have to go 2 rails to get that cue ball over right by the side pocket where the 7 ball is at. He's going to go 2 rails into the side. Good shot, good shot.
Well, position is everything at this level.
Oh, yeah, he's just going to fire this ball and stop right there. He's not going to try to get too funny with it. He's just going to ride it right on into the hole.
Right into your living room. Seagull wasting no time at all here in Game 7 as he moves out to a 4-3 lead over Jose Parica. We'll return in a moment. Beautiful evening it is at Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's the 9-ball championships. Today it's the men's semifinals. It is Mike Seagull and Jose Parica dueling it out, and at this stage it is Seagull out in front 4-3. First player to reach 9 will win it and move on in the chase for the top prize of $40,000.
But the big thing is Mike is actually breaking it. Mike's shooting. Jose is going to have a difficult problem if he doesn't get to shoot again. Mike didn't make anything on the break. He left Jose pretty safe here. His real problem here is the 1-2. He really doesn't have a shot of any description. He's going to look to he's going to have to make the 1-4 combination if possible. He's just going to have to. He made the 4 in the opposite corner. No, he didn't either. Look at this.
Seagull will make it in that corner. Going to play a 1-4 combination, I believe.
He's got to be real careful not to for the 1 not to fall in behind that 4 ball there. Mike's got to get this cue ball all the way back up to the other end of the table.
And to do that, what kind of English must he apply?
He's going to look to draw the ball. A little bottom English. He's going to look to draw the ball up. He doesn't want to go back too far. There we go. Oh, he's got himself in trouble there. He tied his 7-8 up. He's got the 7-8 tied up now. That's created a little bit of a problem for him. He's going to shoot this 2 ball. Shoot the 3 on the side. He'll draw back over to the opposite rail to try to get that cue ball real close to the side rail for the 5 ball. It's a good shot. His real problem here is the 7 ball. He'll wind up shooting the 7 in the side pocket, and you stop him there for the 8.
Seagull moving around that table in this semifinal match as if he owns it. At this point, I suppose he does.
Yeah, he's moving real fast now. He's got a real good confidence. He's going to just shoot the 6 here in the corner. He's got himself a little bit of an angle. He may elect to go into the 7 and 8 to kind of break them up. That's what it looks like he's going to do. He's going to actually go into the 7 and 8, which the players don't like to do.
Oh, what a beauty. Cleared the 8 out to give him a shot at running the 7 all the way down into the corner.
And now he's just going to fire the 7 ball in the corner pocket. He's going to have to get on the 8 ball now. He's going to drawing it back nicely. He's going to shoot the 8 in the opposite corner.
Boy, Seagull putting on a clinic, Jack, on how to position the cue ball for that 2nd and 3rd ball.
He's really going to draw this ball back. There we go. Good job.
Maryland's Mike Seagull. By knocking down that 9 ball, has gone out to a 5-3 lead over Parica. I suppose the key to this particular game, Jack,
Mike's looking to just hit the 6, pocket the 6 in the corner, and break out the 7-8. He shoots the 7 straight into the long corner and draws back to shoot the 8 in the opposite corner. It's a good shot.
Should I talk to Rich just a second?
And Mike's going to really shatter he's going to go after it now. He's got this lead. He's really going to take after it. He's going to shatter these balls. This cue ball is going to jump at least a foot in the air, probably. He's got to keep it on the table. He's got to. made a ball on the break. You better watch out. The 5's going to show him up here. He snookered himself behind the 5. Now he's going to have to kick. It's very important. Even though he's got the lead, he's got to stay up to bat. So watch this cue ball. It's actually leaving the table. He's got to kick at this 1 ball. He got a little lucky here. He didn't leave a shot here.
So Parica has the table. Parica, champ, we might add, is only 1/2 of that Filipino connection that has really terrorized the 9-ball circuit for the last couple of years.
Yeah. Efren Perez is another great player out of the Philippines who came in second in the last Resorts International tournament. Here he's got a 3-ball combination. He's going to shoot the 1 ball onto the 3 and then into the 9 in order to make the 9 go into the corner pocket. It's a very, very difficult shot. It's a 3-ball combination. Oh.
How in the world did that 9-ball stay out?
Mike's got a real good billiard here. He's going to billiard the cue ball off the 1. And actually, he's going to actually billiard off the 1 with the cue ball, and the cue ball will strike the 9 and make it. Got it. Good shot.
To see Seagull lean over that table as if to say, get in.
Jesus, believe me.
So Seagull, by dumping the billiard shot, has taken a 6-3 lead in the semifinal match. We're back at the world's richest 9-ball championship, where we pick up the action with Mike Seagull leading Jose Parica 8-3.
Good shot. Great shot.
That's a Tom Cruise type shot.
Yeah, Phil, that's the difference between a champion and guys like me that sit here and talk about champions. They don't ever give up, regardless of what the score is. This ball's laying good. He's just going to shoot the 3 in the corner. He'll snap his cue ball over to the side rail and get position on the 4 for the opposite same corner. He's going to shoot the 3 in. Good shot. He's got a little bit of a problem with the 5 and 6, but he'll just float up. He'll try to get the cue ball up towards the center of the table.
Parica, 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighs only about 130 pounds. Kidding me? There are cue sticks that weigh that much, aren't they?
Yeah, but he's an awful tall man playing this game. Stands up real good.
Now, this is a sport, Jack, in which there is really no premium at all on size or weight.
No, just heart. How big your heart is. When it gets down to it, it's how big your heart is. He's just going to shoot the 7 and pull it back a little bit and shoot the 8 in the same corner.
Oh, what position to lay this game solidly in the corner of Jose Parica. There it goes, and Parica has won this 12th game of the match. After 12, it is Seagull 8, Parica 9. When we return, the Filipino will have the break. Welcome back to Resorts International. Jose Parica.
Jose's he's got a chance here. If he can put together a couple of racks, if he can well, first of all, he's got to make a ball on the break.
I'll tell you what.
He left Mike snookered, and he's snookered and jacked up on the 9 ball. Mike's got a tremendously difficult shot to even hit this 1 ball. What he's going to do is he's going to have to come off this long rail. So he can't even hardly hit the cue ball with the cue stick to start with. He's going to come off the short rail, the short back rail. And look, he just kicked the 1 back down to the other end of the table. He wants to stick his cue ball right there where the 1 ball's at. There we go. See, he stuck it right there.
And he in turn has snookered Parica.
And Parica's got a very, very difficult shot also. He's going to, I don't know how he's going to have to kick at this one ball. He's going to have to come off this rail. He's going to have to kill it down. It's going to have to come in here. That's the only possible chance he's got. He may go 2 rails and come off this back rail also. This is the strongest point of his game as far as all the players are concerned. That he kicks at the ball so well. He hit it. Oh, he snookered Seagull behind that ball. Great shot. He's going to kick off this side rail and try to hit the 1. And he hits it very, very solid. He almost makes the ball.
Now the 3rd consecutive snooker we have seen.
Jose, the real strength of his game is that he learned to play this game. There were 15 balls on the table. He was constantly kicking at the balls. This is a good shot, but he got unlucky. The ball just kind of like kept drifting on him.
Well, that is, in fact, Jack Johnston, the most popular game in the Philippines is that full rack 15-ball rotation, is it not?
Yes, and it makes these Filipino players play so much better because when you take 6 balls off to the table, they act like they've already gotten through their work. Plus, when they sew themselves up, he got a little lucky there. He kissed off that 2 ball. He's going to show himself up behind the 7. He's going to drive the 1 into the 2 and just kisses right off.
Well, the way these balls are lying, it appears as if Parica stands a better than good chance of running this table out.
Yeah, he should be able to get out from here. It's just a basic, simple layout. Just got to keep his mind on what he's doing, the game itself, and not worry about us or the crowds or the 40,000, all those first prize. He's got himself a very difficult shot here. He's got himself straight in on this ball. He's got a tough shot here.
He's
going to look to draw this ball back, straight back, and go 1 rail down to the opposite end of the table. He's going to fire this ball 1 rail straight back down. This might be one of the greatest pool shots of the match here.
Well, he has set himself up for a run at the 6th ball, which is right along the end rail.
He's got himself a little straight here. He's going to force this ball. He's going to have to hit this ball a lot harder than he wants to. He hit that ball really hard. You see how hard that ball actually jumped up out of the pocket and went back down. Just got to just stay down on the ball.
Now, as I suspected, Parica with a chance to run out.
Yeah, he's going to stretch across this table here, and he's going to pull this ball all the way back down to the other end of the table. He's made a good shot here. This ball is going to creep right on down for him. He's got to stretch. Good shot, good shot.
Jose Parica, Limon, down 8-3. Has captured the last 2 games and is now back in this match trailing 8-5. And again, he has control of the table with the break.
Momentum means so much in this game, Phil. If he breaks these balls and makes a ball in the break, it could be history. He could just keep right on running out until he wins the match. There's Willie Mosconi, the greatest player that's ever lived, ever played this game. Willie Mosconi.
Oh, you think of some of the great matches that have ever been played. The crowd here at Resort Center National acknowledging Willie's presence.
Mr. Mosconi has won more titles than any living human. He's going to hit these balls as hard as he can. He's going to look to control this cue ball. He just jumps right up. Oh, he didn't make anything on the break.
And he left the 1 ball wide open for Seagull.
He's got the 1 ball here. These balls are laying real well. He's going to look to bring the one ball back, the cue ball back over here. He's just going to go off the side rail and back over. Pocket the 1. Right there. These balls are laying real good. Mike should get out from here and ruin the match. The break is probably the single most important shot in 9-ball. Mike's going to shoot the ball in the corner. He'll look to pull back just a little bit.
Only problem Mike may have, Jack, is that 5-9 laying down at the end rail.
Yeah, he's going to have to play around it. He's going to roll this 4 in. He'll be all right here, I think. He's going to roll the 4 in and let the cue ball kind of like just die against the back rail. There we go. He's got himself straight in here. He's got a tough shot now.
That's the end of the match right here.
No, he's got a real tough shot here. This cue ball's got to go into the 9-ball. There's no way he's going to be able to control this cue ball. Okay, here's this object ball. The cue ball's actually got to go into the 9. It's going to bounce off. Which direction it's going to bounce off is really hard to tell. He's going to try to get it to bounce straight back up the table. Good shot. Good shot.
Uh-oh.
He better talk to it. He better talk to it.
He's living right. Here's a man who earlier in this tournament had to play 24 straight hours.
Well, that's what happens when you have 356 contestants. Oh, he's got himself a little bit. He got a little lucky there. Cue ball kicked out. He'll be all right. He'll shoot the 7 in the corner. He'll go over by the side pocket with his cue ball. He'll just drift that cue ball back over by the side pocket, right by the 8.
Oh, he can smell it now, Jack.
Yeah, he can smell it. Better watch this ball. This is a little bit deceiving shot. This is kind of a tough shot here.
What's the danger of this shot?
We could hit the lip on the side pocket going down. It's a good shot. And all he's got to do is just sink this ball.
Jose knows the end has come. Seagull, the winner, in convincing fashion. Moved out to an 8-3 lead. Parica came back, captured games 4 and 5 to make it 8-5, and then Seagull taking control of the table after Parica was unable to knock down a ball on the break. And Seagull will move on. Parica Lemon is out. We'll be back to Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey. An interview with Mike Seagull in just a moment. Welcome back to Resorts International. I'm standing by with the winner of the men's semifinal match, Mike Seagull. Mike, I want to ask you about that match against Parica. When the score was 3 apiece, he gave you the ball in hand, 2 unforced errors, and I felt at that particular point in time you really took control.
Yeah, that was, you know, the way we're playing, if you give a guy ball in hand, especially with 2 or 3 easy shots on the table, that's a really big disadvantage for the other guy. So that kind of pumped me up a little bit. I won 2 games real quick like that, and, you know, I played well. But I'll tell you, the match was never over. I mean, it's... You know, it was 8-5, and all of a sudden he's playing, you know, he ran out a couple games, so I was still worried about it.
Mike, you have 2 more matches left. Would you rather have Paul Newman and Tom Cruise playing the next 2 matches?
Yeah, I think I would.
Or your opponents?
You know, from here on out, I mean, I'm playing well. I've done this many times before, and I feel very confident. So, you know, only time will tell. If the balls break even, I feel like I'm a favorite to win the tournament from here.
Mike, you have won 71 tournaments coming into this Resorts International 9-ball championship. Tell me what kind of a thrill it was serving as technical advisor to both Paul Newman and Tom Cruise on The Color of Money. Was it a thrill?
Oh, it was. I mean, they're both great guys. I worked with them for 4 months, and I got to know them very well. They're just great guys, and it was probably the most exciting time of my life. I mean, it's something that I'll never forget, and you know, we just had such a great time with it. I wish I could do another one. I mean, I'm hoping there's a sequel.
You didn't give away too many of those secrets, did you?
A couple here and there, but they're great students, and especially Tom Cruise, who had never played before. He picked the game up extremely fast for a guy who never hit a pool ball in his life.
Mike, congratulations. A job well done in rather convincing fashion.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mike Seagull, the winner in his match, the semifinal over Jose Parica. For Jack Johnston, I'm Phil Stone. Thanks for joining us from Resorts International. So long, everybody. Well, we welcome you to Resorts International. We are in the Cotillion Ballroom in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where I'll tell you one thing, Julio Iglesias, Johnny Mathis, even Joe DiMaggio didn't have any more people at his 70th birthday party than we have jammed in here today for this semifinal match. Hi, everybody. I'm Phil Stone. Working with me today is Jack Johnston. And, Jack, what a match we have in store today. It is Mike Seagull out of Towson, Maryland, against Jose Garcia.
Yeah, Mike Seagull he's the title winner of every major tournament there is today. Jose Garcia from Vineland, New Jersey, local favorite, young player, first major tournament. Mike Seagull, I think Jose Garcia's got a very tough problem here.
And if for no other reason than the simple fact that, as Jack mentions, Seagull has a tremendous amount of experience under extreme pressure. Today, it is Seagull and Garcia from Resorts International, the 3rd annual 9-ball championship. Jack and I will be back to bring it to you in just a moment.
Al, if pool is your passion, this is the place to be. Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's the 3rd annual 9-ball championships. We are in the Cotillion Ballroom tonight. It's the losers bracket men's semifinal. Mike Seagull out of Towson, Maryland will take on Vineland, New Jersey's Jose Garcia. And you talk crowds over this week-long tournament at Resorts International. The crowds have topped a total of 7,500. Now, 9-ball competition, a bit different from the full rack 15-ball rotation. You've got 9 balls in the rack, and the object is to knock that yellow striped ball down. But the player must shoot at the lowest numbered ball presently on the table. A player shoots until they miss. Game is over whenever that 9 ball is pocketed. A player loses his turn any time a referee calls a foul. The first player to win 9 games in this match will advance to the finals and the chase for $40,000. On the left is Seagull. On the right is Garcia. And I believe it is Seagull who has won the leg, and he has, for the right to break. $40,000 in prize money will go to the winner. Winner of this match will face Nick Varner for all the marbles and, mind you, a trip to Paradise Island in Nassau. Both Varner and Garcia, pardon me, Seagull and Garcia are wearing our ESPN wireless microphones. Nothing on the break.
Mike's here, Phil. The stick, the cue stick, Mike's cue stick actually is going to bend. He's hitting this ball so hard. Jose's got a very difficult shot here. He's got the one that's almost straight in. He's going to hit this ball real well to get it to go in the hole. Ball looked different. He jumped a little bit on him, Phil.
Seagull will play rather quickly. Grabs that stick and goes. Seagull, as I mentioned, out of Maryland. He's 33 years of age, been playing pool for the last 20 years. Didn't turn pro, however, until he was 21.
These balls are laying real nice for him. Doesn't really have a shot here. He's made a bad shot here. 7 balls got him blocked to the other corner pocket. He may elect just to shoot this in the opposite corner pocket and just kind of kill his cue ball down. Looks like he's looking to play safe here. He's just going to nip and play safe. No, he shot at the ball. Look at this great shot. Mike's looking to just fire this ball down the hole. It's a long rail bank all the way into the hole. Didn't touch the rail at all. Mike's got to shoot the 5-6 combination here. He's inclined there. He'll fire this ball right in the center of the hole, Phil. He's in good shape here. Just got to keep himself together.
Seagull, unquestionably the finest left-handed professional pool player in the world.
except for loose clue stone.
I showed you something with that cue stick earlier in this tournament. Huh?
Yes. Are you really a hustler? Maybe you're the San Diego Flash. Mike's just going to follow this ball down, and he shoots it right in. Good shot.
And Seagull makes quick work of game one. Well, if Newman and Cruz can do it, how tough can it be? I'm Phil Stone, along with Jack Johnson. We have been joined in our broadcast facility by the man who was the defending champion here at Resorts International, Jimmy Rempe. And I know, Jimmy, you'd rather be down there with that cue stick in hand, wouldn't you?
Much rather be down there.
$40,000 top prize. That even has to impress an old sage like you.
That's a lot of money. The money's getting more and more every year. You know, when I won this last time it was $35,000, and that was a big purse. And now $40,000. I tell you, these guys' adrenaline is really flowing right now. They both start seeing that 5-digit figure.
Yeah, there's the situation right here, Jimmy. It is Seagull by 1 over Garcia.
I was talking to Mike earlier, and he really feels confident in this tournament. You know, he's played here about 4 or 5 times now, and he hasn't done well. But he made up his mind this time. He's been playing good all year round. I mean, he just came back from Reno, where he just won a big tournament out there. And
It's not breaking them at all. Not breaking them at all. Not at all.
Yeah, Mike's looking to just pick up and just put all his weight behind his ball and just bends the cue ball almost, the stick almost breaks every time he hits the ball. Jose Garcia's up to bat.
We have not seen a cue stick break in these later stages of this tournament. Is it an uncommon occurrence to see that cue shatter?
No, they shatter, but not very often, unless a player gets a little heated and snaps it up against the side of the table.
Sometimes the ferrule will break before the shaft. That's the white thing right before it's tipped.
These cues are real sturdy. They're put together real solid. That's why they cost so much money.
I know there's a guy sitting to my right, 2 people over, that can't afford to break his cue, Jim Rempe.
He plays with a $10,000 diamond and studded cue stick.
When Mayuchi made it for me, he put the crown jewels of England inside the cue. It's got King Edward's crown, sword, and scepter. It doesn't make the cue play any better, but it's a good promotion for Mayuchi cues.
Jose Greco now. The balls are real.
He's going to
real well.
He's going to draw back to the cushion, I think. There. No, he had an angle here.
Better be careful here. He's all right. Even though he's got to be jacked up over this 9 ball.
He flirted with trouble there. He could have hit the 9 on the other side. He could have wound up behind it. Here he's just going to go straight up table here. 1 cushion up table for the 6.
And he'll kiss off that end rail and position himself nicely for a run at the number 6 ball.
He could either follow this to the cushion and come back, or draw it straight back for the 7 down the right-hand bottom pocket.
Wait a minute. He may get unlucky here. He got unlucky. He showed himself up behind the 8 ball here.
That's what I said before. When he ran into the 9, he could have snookered himself. And that's what happens when you start flirting with balls. You're not supposed to come nowhere near the balls. He knows that, too.
He's going to have to kick at this ball off the side rail. He's really made a tremendous mistake here. It's very important for Jose to get off to a lead against an experienced player like Mike Seagull.
Mike will take advantage of it if he gives him a shot.
He's going to kick at this ball and try to just stick the cue ball there. He's going to have to get lucky here. He got a little lucky here. This ball's a long ways away. He's going to cut this ball real thin.
When he cuts at this ball,
this 7 is going to be cut very thin. He's going to try to attempt to cut this 7 into the corner pocket. He's going to break the cue ball back up the table. It's kind of like a double shot here. He has an opportunity to play safe and also take a shot at the ball.
I think he might turn around and spin this with a lot of low right-hand English. See the way he's going to cue the cue ball. No, he's using center ball to go straight back up, just like you put the diagram there.
He's just going to take a swing at this ball.
If he misses, he wants to overcut it to leave it.
This ball hung up in a hole. He may get lucky here. This ball may stop behind the 8 ball. He's got him snooker behind the 8, I think.
Yeah, he's going to have to massage this ball.
Well, it looks like
he can hit this ball. He's going to be able to hit this ball. He's got to be careful. You don't want to kill that ball there. He killed his ball a little bit there. He's got a real tough shot here. He's going to have to force this ball all the way up the table. He's going to follow this cue ball all the way up and all the way back down.
Yeah, it looks like if he draws it, he might draw it right into the side pocket.
He's going to follow this ball all the way up the table and all the way back down. He's going to force this ball. He's hit this ball real solid.
Perfect shot.
This ball's a good shot. This guy's a good...
You know, for a guy for the first time being on national television, he's standing up real well.
This guy can play.
He can really play.
Garcia has done it. He has knotted this losers bracket semifinal at 1. Seagull and Garcia are deadlocked. Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey is alive. We are in the Cotillion Ballroom for the losers bracket semifinals. Mike Seagull and New Jersey's Jose Garcia. And there is Jeannie Beluca, 7-time world champion, 9-time U.S. Open champion. And she is certainly a force to be reckoned with, at the very least, in women's pool.
Okay. Very important for Jose to keep this cue ball on the table. You don't want to let this ball get loose. These balls are not flying in the hole. He's left Mike very tough here.
He's going to cut at this ball, I think. I think he'll probably go for it because the safety is just as tough as making the shot. He's got balls he's going to run into if he cuts it, too. He's going to come back across the table and run into the 8 and the 7 there. He's got a touchy little shot.
He's going to look to cut the one ball in the corner pocket. He's got to turn this cue ball loose. There's not very much way to control this ball. He's just going to whack at this one ball.
I know he doesn't want to run into the 6 or the 7 or the 8 or 7 one.
He's going to whack at it.
And they cut that one too.
Oh, these balls are really laying good, Phil.
They sure are.
Now Garcia could run out with that lie.
He's going to go on the other side of the 2 and play the 2 up the corner, it looks like.
Most important thing right now for Jose is just to keep his composure.
He lost the cue ball on that shot. He was trying to get straight in for the corner pocket. I think he's going to have to shoot this in the side now and follow it up a little bit. Tough shot in the side. He's coming in at a narrow angle.
He's just going to have to keep himself together. I think he's going to shoot this ball in the corner. Oh, he's going to shoot.
He missed it. He's got to keep his composure.
He hasn't left Mike much of a shot. Mike's going to have to duck here. Mike is going to play safe here.
Yeah, he'll just nick the right-hand side of the 2 and put it on the top cushion, bring the cue ball down to the bottom. No, he looks like he's trying something different here. No, that's what he did.
He's made a good shot here.
He's
got him
4.
up behind the 4.
Oh,
this is a good shot. I think he can. He's got the 4-5 tied up now. Jose's going to have to kick at this 2 ball.
Yeah, they won. You know what I mean?
He's going to have to be careful here.
Oh, very bad.
Mike's got the cue ball in hand now. He can place the cue ball anywhere in hand. 1 foul, cue ball in hand, anywhere on the table. So you just cannot let these great players get the cue ball in hand. Mike should be able to run out here without too much trouble. Well, he's got himself a little bit out of line here.
He'll go 2 cushions. He'll hit the first cushion, go back over to the other cushion, but he wants to get straight in on the 4 so he has the right angle to get position on the 5. He wants to get straight in on this 4.
Good shot.
you guys all geometry majors, Jimmy?
I was good in arithmetic. I don't know if it applies here.
All Mike has to do is just keep rolling along.
One thing we have not seen a great deal of anywhere in this tournament, Jack, is one player grabbing the cue ball and staying in control of 3 or 4 racks of balls.
No, this type play, first of all, you've got television, you've got a lot of people in this room, you've got $40,000. This pockets, they get a lot smaller.
Sometimes they get where there's no pockets.
So I mean, eventually before the tournament's over, we're going to see somebody put together 3 or 4 racks, so it's inevitable.
Well, if there's a guy that can do it, this guy can sure do it.
Mike was telling me earlier this evening he thinks he breaks the balls better than anybody here.
Has he told Danny Medina that? Well, Medina, earlier in this tournament, we saw him nail some tremendous breaks.
Mike's just going to shoot this ball straight down the side rail, just straight on down, right into the
Couldn't see
pocket.
it. I thought I was hitting the one. Look how bad I
Real
hit
clear.
that.
Didn't even touch the rail going down the side.
The secret to breaking the balls isn't how hard you hit them. It's just, you want to hit them solid, so you squat the cue ball right in the middle of the O and resorts there. Anywhere around there, it gives you a better percentage of getting a shot on the one no matter where it stops.
Mike's going to spend a little time, make sure this cue stick is just going to bend like it's almost broken. It looks like he's almost going to break this cue stick when he hits this ball. Boom.
There goes the 9.
On the break.
And he also scratched.
Oh, boy.
Jose's going to get the cue ball in hand. Now you can place it anywhere on the table.
Breaking, just
He's
terrible.
got a nice open rack here.
Can't hit him solid and hard.
Got to take
And
advantage of this here.
Mike's going to hit these balls, and the cue ball's going to go flying into the corner pocket. It's a good shot. It's very important for Jose to win this match. He can't get behind against a player like Mike Seagull.
Just draw straight back here for the 4. 4 in the corner, 5 in the side.
His cue sticks, Jimmy, seems like he's miscuing all the time.
It sounded like he miscued that time. Sure did. I think his tip is awful hard is what it is.
Early in the tournament, we saw Parica actually lose his match. He miscued on the game ball.
I believe that was against Medina, was it not, Jack?
It was against Danny Medina, correct. Cost him the match and may have cost him the tournament.
That's what cost me my final match. I miscued during the match when the match wound up 8-8 and the guy beat me 9-8.
That's George Michaels?
Yeah, I miscued during the match.
Well, you made a whale of a comeback in that
Yeah,
match.
he had me 6-1 and tied it at 8-8 and snookered myself behind the 8. I'm the man behind the 8.
Jose's got a little finesse shot here.
Bounce out one.
Jose's cueing this ball real low and just snapping it around the table.
Well, he has wasted no time at all, gentlemen.
No, he's a very fast player. He's ready to go back to Vineland. He wants to get this over with.
He acts like he's double parked out front.
Yes.
It's a nice shot he made there.
Well, he is just about to tie this match up at 2 games apiece, with the winner to advance to the finals against Nick Varner.
Oh, my goodness.
Seagull is out of his chair like a shot. He can't believe it.
I don't think Jose can believe it either. I'll tell you, that's costly. That's going to make his heart flutter a lot more than it was.
Set up 2-2.
He is stunned.
When you do something like that against a player of Mike's caliber, it really is
A little
impressive.
spin, hit it full in the face.
Well, Seagull moves
that
out to
little
a
spin, it goes
3-1 lead. That miscue on the part of Garcia would have knotted it at 2. Welcome back to Atlantic City. We rejoin our match between Jose Garcia and Mike Seagull, with Seagull leading 4 games to 2. Welcome back to Resorts International. This is the 3rd annual 9-ball championship from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Oh, I'll tell you what a crowd. It has been standing room only for the entire semifinal round in both the men's and women's competition.
Jose broke these balls good. He got lucky here. He didn't live Mike a shot. He's going to have to play a safety here. He's going to look to just duck this ball. He's going to nip the 1 and try to get the cue ball all the way back down to the other end of the table.
Yeah. It's tough, though, because he wants to put it on the bottom cushion. He wants to hit enough of the 1 so that it doesn't hit the 3 on the way back out. That's what it will.
He's going to get a little lucky. He got a nice
Yeah,
kiss
he got a
off the
little lucky
6
there,
ball.
that's right.
Now Jose's got a serious problem.
All he can do is kick at it.
He's going to kick off the side rail and try to, just going to look to make this hit, make a solid hit on this ball. Cue ball here into the side rail, and he's going to look to make a solid hit on this ball. That's all.
Oh,
He kicks it in.
He kicked it in. Jimmy, at that point in time, is it pretty much luck when you're able to kick in a shot like that? Obviously, he wasn't trying to make that ball, was it?
I would say he was trying to make that shot, yes.
See, us amateurs, we just want to hit them, and these folks try to make them. Oh, just right off the nipple. Yeah, Jose's looking to bank this ball into the side pocket. He just barely touches it.
Mike's worried about running into the other balls. He might be cutting the ball into the right-hand pocket here. Real tough shotter.
Oh, he just looked to play safe.
He hit it
He's
bad.
left this ball, a cue ball in hand. He hit this ball real bad.
Well, he has given Jose at the table, gentlemen, in a...
He's got a combination here.
An alignment that's a pretty interesting alignment.
He's just going to nip this ball, and he's going to go back upstairs. He just let the ball get away from him and scratched. Jose's going to play a 2-9 combination.
He got it. And Garcia has won the game, pocketing the 9 ball off the 2. So Seagull, who a moment ago led 4-1, is now finding himself in quite a shootout. It is 4-3. Mike.
Jose's just looking to make a 2-9 combination.
Well, Mike's let him back in this match, I'll tell you that. This is a big rack right here.
Jose Garcia from Vineland, New Jersey. The balls don't seem to be flying in on the break. He's left these balls spread out real good. Mike's got a very good chance to run out from here.
You know, in recalling some of the earlier rounds, Jack, in the women's quarter and semifinals, recollection serves me, it seems as if they made more balls off the break than the men have made.
Yeah, it's a lot of luck. Like Jimmy said, it's not so much power. It's actually just the balls go to kissing around, and they either fall or they don't fall. Best you can do is just whack at them and try to keep control of the cue ball.
One thing I noticed the players aren't doing, they usually do change the position in the cue ball on the break. I mean, if you're not making no balls from one position, move the cue ball around maybe to the other side of the table and break them. Nobody's switched around yet.
Yeah, Mike's going to have to shoot a 3-7 combination here. He's going to shoot the 3 into the 7 ball.
And he's got to play position on the 4 in case the 3 goes along in the same pocket as the 7.
Here's a situation you can make too many balls. Because both these balls go in, he could get himself in an out-of-line position.
And that's what happened, but he played position on the 4. He took insurance.
It's a good shot. He's going to have to shoot this 4 into the side pocket. He's not making it easy on himself. He's going to have to.
Just going to come down here 2 cushions straight up for the 5 in the corner pocket.
He's working for his money here, I tell you that.
Play for the 5 in the side.
Mike's hitting this ball straight into the side pocket. He's just cut it right in, and she just falls in.
He's got a little problem here because the 8 is below the 9. And he can't get inside between the 8 and the 9 to get position on it. And he's going to have to make the 8 and go up and down the table, I think.
Looks like he's forcing the ball a little bit.
Unless he's going to the bottom cushion. He's trying to get to the bottom cushion.
He didn't make it either. He didn't make it to the bottom
I don't think
cushion.
he did.
He snookered himself behind the 9 ball here.
I think he made a big mistake there. I think I would have stopped the cue ball and then shot the 8 and went 3 cushions up and down the table.
Yeah, Mike is getting himself. He's going to kick this ball in off the back rail. He's actually going to come in off the back rail and kick the 8 in.
Oh,
good shot. Good
plenty
shot.
of room. It's so tough to see from up here.
And Seagull runs out the table to take a 5-3 lead over Jose Garcia. When we come back, Seagull, a chance to double the score on Garcia. Welcome back to Resorts International. It is the 3rd annual Resorts International 9-Ball Championships. Seagull and Garcia are working overtime for the right to advance to the final Get a shot of that $40,000
Ball's
score.
going
Let's
in.
see what happens there. He moved the cue ball like I was talking about. He moved the cue ball and he made a ball. You see the difference there? It's the first time the cue ball's been moved from a different position to break the balls. Well, when he hits the rack here, the 9's going towards the pocket here, but it gets right to the point there, close, but no cigar. But he's got a pretty good layout here. The 1, come back down for 2.
Mike's going to look to play the 3-9 combination, I think. In the pocket of 2 in the corner and just try to get over to where he can play the 3-9 combination. The 4-7 is really tied up on the side back rail.
Cue ball jumped straight up in the air there.
Oh, he got a little lucky there.
He got a little unlucky. The cue ball jumped on him after the ball was hit. He's going to play a carom here, I think. A bank carom, a 2-way shot here. He's going to bank the 3 up in the left-hand pocket up there. And try to make the billiard on the 9.
Going for the game winner.
Yeah, just forget it.
Oh, my. Could Jose possibly, gentlemen, make contact with the 3 and then back the cue up into the 9?
Yes, he could. He's just looking to nip this ball off and just barely.
Oh.
It's very tough.
He hit it good.
Jose could just jack up and just draw this cue ball back right into the 9 ball.
Tough
That's
shot.
what it looks like he's fixing to do. He's going to just try to draw this cue ball right back into the 9 ball. Just going to look to draw it right back in there.
Watch the cue ball. Here it comes.
He missed
and
it.
he missed it. But he got the object ball to go, so he retains control of the table.
He made a real good shot there. Going to shoot this 5 in the side. He's got a little tough problem. He's got to get back on the 6.
He's got the bad angle.
He's got a real bad angle here.
6 ball is lying against the rail at the lower right-hand portion of your screen.
He's going to go 3 cushions, it looks like, and try to come take the angle on the 6 ball.
Well, he really
Okay,
hit this ball solid. This ball's going to be all right.
And he's around the 7, fine.
Going to shoot this ball. Better watch. This is a tough shot here. It's a good shot. He's got out of line a little bit. He's got a little bit of a tough angle here.
He'll be all right here.
It's a good shot.
Boy, Garcia is right back in the hunt. You know, just when you think this kid is dead, Jack, he just comes roaring back in your face.
He's made up his mind. He's going to try to take this money back to Vineland.
And he ran the table out on Mike Seagull. And this capacity crowd is appreciative of his work. And Seagull's starting to feel that collar get a little tighter.
He's just going to fire this ball right into the hole. He's not going to take any chances with it. Boom.
Well, he's got his composure back now. I think we're going to see a good ending to this set.
I like the way he breaks these balls. His ball's going to jump straight up in the air.
Well, he didn't make a ball. See what Mike did last rack? He moved the cue ball over and broke when he made a ball. And Jose left the cue ball in the same spot and broke right.
Okay, Mike's got to put his stuff back together now.
Yep.
See, these balls are not laying too well. This is kind of a tough proposition here. The 3's blocked for the corner pocket by the 7. It's a good shot.
He wants to get a little bit of an angle there. Did he get the angle?
No, he didn't get his. He got the opposite wrong angle. He doesn't want this angle here. He's going to have to.
It's a big problem that if he has the wrong angle on the 2.
I don't even think he can get it back down table.
He's looking to shoot it between, draw it back and shoot between the 5 and the 6 here. He's going to draw it back a little bit.
He just shot and stopped.
Stop. Well, he didn't have to because he's going to.
He's going to shoot this ball straight in the hole. He's going to try to cheat it. He doesn't have much of a pocket to work with here. He's got very little pocket to work with. It's a good shot here. That's a very good shot.
Now the 5 ball. I guess looks like he can draw it back over and play the 5 over in the bottom left pocket. But he's looking at the combination right now, 5-7.
Now, this is a man, gentlemen, who has been red hot throughout the entire 1986 year.
I don't know whether I like that shot there, Jimmy.
I don't know if he's shooting the combination here or maybe he has a pocket for the 5. I think he's got a pocket.
He's got like a half a pocket anyway. He's got to be very careful with this. 7's right in his way. He's going to go. It's a good shot. He shot it right off the side of the rail of the pocket.
Nice position on the 6 on the side. Mike really does a lot of things right. He plays the right way all the time. That's what makes him such a great player.
He left himself a little bit of work there.
He wanted to be on the other side of the 8 so he can just come straight down, make it easy. Now he's got to go up table and back down for the 9. When you do things like that, anything can happen. Funny little things happen in this game to cost you sessions and cost you a lot of money sometimes.
He's going to snap this ball all the way around the table. 1, 2. Better watch it. Oh, he got it by there.
Good speed.
Here comes the 9, and there's the game winner. Seagull moves out 6-4 over Garcia. And when we return to Resorts International, this 9-ball championship tournament will continue. We're at Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm Phil Stone, along with Jack Johnston and our guest commentator, Jim Rempe, the defending champion of this outstanding Resorts International 9-ball championship. And Jimmy, I know you'd rather be out there punching away at that cue stick for this $40,000 prize.
It's so much fun to play under these conditions. Real theatrical with the crowds and the chandeliers and big hotel Resorts International. You know, it's just so nice.
Mike's made a couple balls on the break here.
You see what he's done? He's moved the cue ball over. He's found a location where to put the cue ball off the break, and he's making balls now.
Now, what's he doing, setting down that cue and picking up another one, Jim?
Well, he's got a different cue to break with and a cue to shoot with. And the reason, actually, he can break with the cue that he plays with. But when you're breaking the balls a lot, it hardens your tip and makes little indentations in the tip, which might cost you a shot here and there. So the players like to use their own break sticks.
You don't have two $10,000 sticks.
No, my break stick's only worth a couple $100.
Only worth.
Well, I'll tell you, today, all sticks you talk to anybody, they're playing with a $1,000 stick.
Mike's got himself a little bit of a problem here. He's going to have to cut this ball into the side pocket. He's going to turn the cue ball a little bit loose. He's going to go into this 7 ball and hope he gets stopped there so he can have position on the 5.
Looks like he's just going to try to run into the 7, yeah.
The 7 should stop him all right there. It's a good shot.
Well, now it's just straight up the table for the 6. This is what we call a Cosmo. Remember Tom Cosmo, Jack?
Yeah.
They gave it, when a run out's an easy run out, you call it a Cosmo. That's when he used to run around doing a dance, and he'd set the balls up in 9-ball and run them off in rotation, doing a dance at the same time. It was an easy run out, and they called him Cosmo, and that's when, now it's a Cosmo run out.
Maybe that's when Tom Cruise got the act he's got for The Color of Money from Tom.
Yeah, it might be.
Seagull was telling me that he sort of taught him that the use of that stick, twirling that stick like a baton.
Mike's left himself a little tougher proposition here. This ball's hung up in a hole. He could kill this ball. And this ball, the cue ball, could be just stuck right there where it's at.
This is one of the toughest shots to get position off when the ball's in the hole.
He's got to be very careful with this ball. He only wants to hit just a very little bit of this ball. Oh, that's a great shot.
He hit it absolutely perfect. Especially as a left-hander, he can reach it.
It's a great shot.
Well, it's going to start looking like things are going Mike's way right now.
Garcia never got to the table here in game 11, and it is Seagull who moves out to a 3-game lead. He is on top 7-4. Welcome back to the Cotillion Ballroom in Atlantic City, New Jersey's Resorts International Hotel and Casino. It is Mike Seagull here in the loser's bracket of the men's semifinals of this 9-ball championship tournament. Seagull with a commanding 7-4 lead over Jose Garcia.
The winner will move on to the championship round
for $40,000. Mike's got these balls laying real well here.
He's found the right location to put the cue ball to break from.
I want to ask you something, Jack. I understand that $40,000 top prize is going to be presented all in $100 bills, no check?
All cash. Cash is king at Resorts International.
Oh, my. I want to see what $40,000 cash looks like.
I liked it when you gave me that $35,000 in April, I'll tell you. You gave me it all in 5s and 10s. You should have seen the boodles of
He told me next year if you win, he's going to give it to you in nickels.
It's a good shot. Jimmy's all he's got to do now is all Mike's got to do is just keep himself together and just stay in line.
He's got another Cosmo. I mean, it's 3, 4, back for the 5 in the side, drift down for the 6 in the left-hand bottom pocket. I don't think he can reach this. He'll end up shooting this right-handed. He's, Mike's actually right-handed. He does everything in life right-handed except play pool. Figure that out.
He's kind of babied this shot a little bit. He did not want to get there.
No, he wanted to get position on the side pocket there or get straighter in on the 5 if he was playing for the corner.
Yeah,
He's going to have to float down and come on this side of the 6. He's going to hit this a little hard and try to float on this side of the 6 and play the 6 underneath the 9 in the corner pocket.
He's going to hit this ball.
Yep, that's exactly what he did.
Good shot he made.
He hit it excellent.
He's playing real good now, real solid. Maybe we should make a movie out of this.
Cushions back up for the 8. He's straight in. He's perfect. He's starting to feel the wind now.
Does he have a full pocket here with this ball?
He's got a pocket. He's close enough to it, even if he's got a half pocket.
Looks like he's got a half a pocket here.
He played the half.
These players, all they need is a half a pocket. That's what we should do, Phil. Have them to close up half the pocket for us.
Well, Seagull not allowing Garcia to even get to the table in these last 2 games.
Do you realize that Mike makes this ball on the break? He'll have a shot at winning $40,000.
And his opponent will be Nick Varner.
The Kentuckian. They call it Kentucky down in Kentucky. Most important, he's got to control this cue ball here. Make sure this cue ball does not get away from him. He's got to keep it in the center of the table. Let it get away from him.
Corner pocket.
It went flying right in the pocket.
Well, the 1 goes down and he's on the 2. I don't know if the 2 passes the 6 or the 5 here.
No. The pool gods are being pretty good.
Garcia has the option
right
to
now.
re-break the balls, I think, or 2 if he doesn't have a shot. But I don't think he will. I think he'll play safe off the 2 if he can't make it.
Jose's got the cue ball in hand and may not be able to even make this ball with cue ball in hand. This is really a bad roll for Jose if he can't make this ball, if he can't pocket this ball. If he has to play safe. Oh, he did make it. He shot it right in the hole. He's going to have to. He's going to cut this 3 in the side pocket, but it's going to be a little bit tough.
The left-hand English should come straight across the table for the corner, 4 in a corner.
Oh. In and out of the side pocket, and again he will turn the table and possibly the match over to Mike Seagull.
Jose's got to cut this ball real thin. This is a real tough shot. He just hits it right off the tip.
Well, it's tough to come back. When you just lose 1 match and you got to come right back and play another match, you're really not in the middle frame
Mike's
of mind.
Mike's going to bank this ball. I think the Mike's just going to fire at this ball. Oh, he elected to play safe.
And it's a good one, too.
He's trying to bank it.
Said he was trying to bank it.
Jose's got to kick off.
Believe me when I tell you.
Jose's got to kick off the short rail for this ball. He just wanting to make sure he makes a solid hit here. He may try to even kick this ball in. This ball's rolling good from Jose. Got a little bit of a break there. This ball rolled right up against the rail.
Yeah, the only thing that
Seagull can do with this shot, Jack, is to somehow pinch it all the way down that side rail, isn't it?
He's just going to look to duck. That's not a real makeable shot for $40,000.
Very bad percentage shooting that ball in the corner pocket. He'll just send it up to the top table and bring the cue ball down.
When I used, back about 20 years ago, a young man that came through my hometown called King James Rempe, he would just jack up and fire them balls in like that.
Then somebody told me they were tough shots.
Yeah, he didn't have time to play safe.
Yeah, Seagull got a bad kiss there. Left the 3-ball wide open for Garcia to try and attack anyway.
But he put the 4 in a bad spot.
Yes,
it's tough to get position on the 4 here.
Up against the rail.
He'll probably play for a bank shot. He's probably just trying to make the 3 and play the bank the 4 next shot.
He's made a real good shot here, boy.
Has to do now, Jimmy, is take control of the table and keep it.
Yeah.
He's going to look to bank this 4-ball into the side pocket. This is a tough shot. The 4-ball's real close to the rail. He's going to kill his cue ball down there. He doesn't want this cue ball to get away from him. He's got to hold this cue ball. He's going to look to fire this in the side pocket.
He got a double kiss there. He got a double kiss on the 4.
And that should be the match there.
It will be the match.
Mike is 4 balls away. Mike should be able to run these balls out real easy. This is surprising. He left a long ways away from this 5-ball.
Well, he just wanted to make sure he didn't snooker himself on the 6-ball. Right.
It's just to stay down.
He'll just draw this back about 6 inches and then shoot the 8 and go 2 cushions back and forth across the table for the 9.
It's a good shot. He needs to just pocket this 8-ball and it's going to draw the cue ball down 2 rails.
Bounce back and forth across the table.
He's going to fire this ball in the hole. He'll fire this ball in the hole 100 miles an hour. Boom.
Boom. And he's on the 9.
Oh. This ball will get him a shot at $40,000.
Now the sentimental favorite is out of the tournament.
But we'll see Jose in many times in the near future. Mike Seagull's wife. I never got hugged like that when I won a game.
Well, that's it. We'll be back with a winner interview in just a moment.
Welcome to Resorts International in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm Phil Stone along with Jack Johnson. And today, Jack, it has come down 356 players, a week-long tournament here at Resorts International. It has come down to Mike Seagull versus a man by the name of Nick Varner. And the top prize, the man who wins this shootout, will walk out of this place with $40,000.
Plus a trip to Paradise Island. And the gods are going to tell us. We got Nick Varner from Kentucky, one of the greatest players of all time, playing against Mike Seagull, another great player. We're going to determine right here tonight, within the next hour, who the best 9-ball player in the world is.
All eyes of the professional pool world are on Resorts International. And you can understand why. It is the finals of the Resorts International 9-ball championship. Today, it is Nick Varner out of Owensboro, Kentucky, as he takes on Towson, Maryland's Mike Seagull. A capacity crowd is on hand. This week-long tournament here at Resorts has drawn in excess of 7,500 fans. Willie Mosconi has been here, or involved earlier in the tournament, and knocked out Steve Miserak, Alan Hopkins, Jim Rempe. I'll tell you what, the pool graveyard is littered with some great names in this tournament. These are the rules of 9-ball competition. The object, of course, is to knock that 9-ball into the pocket, but it's not quite that easy. You have got to make contact with the lowest numbered ball on the table at the time. Player shoots until he misses. The game is over whenever that 9-ball goes down, and if a referee calls a foul, that player immediately loses his turn. First player to win 9 games will win the match and $40,000. It is Seagull on your left, Varner on the right. There's the lag for the right to break this first rack of balls. And that right will go to Mike Seagull. I'm Phil Stone along with Jack Johnston. Jack, is that a distinct advantage, getting that first break?
Almost certainly. Mike Seagull possesses a tremendous break. He told me earlier in the tournament that he felt he had the best 9-ball break there is. Mike, if Mike breaks these balls and scatters these balls and makes a ball on the break, it's very conceivable that he's going to wind up with this $40,000 first prize in cash and a free trip to Paradise Island.
I want to see that.
I like to be in Paradise Island with him. In case you haven't noticed, it's very cold outside right now. And it was very conceivable for a guy like Mike Seagull, his talent. He could go 9-0 and leave Nick just sitting in the chair. He's got to be very careful. He's got to make sure we keep this cue ball on the table, try to keep it around the center of the table. And he's going to really rack this ball. His cue stick almost shatters every time he hits it. He's made a ball on the break. He's got these balls laying pretty good. He's got to bank this one ball here, Bill.
Seagull made it to the finals with a convincing 9-4 shellacking of Jose Garcia.
Mike is really, he had one loss in this match, and he just keeps climbing back. We started out with 356 players, and now we're down to 2. Mike's banking this ball in the corner pocket. It's a good shot. He's out and about walking around, Phil. It's just a matter of keeping himself together. He needs to get his ball all the way up to the other end of the table, though, so he can shoot the 4 in the side pocket. He's going to go all the way to the back end.
Now Seagull comes into this finals having won 6 tournaments in 1986. It was a great year for Seagull. Not only did he hit for the winner's circle 6 times, he was also the technical advisor to Paul Newman and Tom Cruise in the very popular motion picture, The Color of Money.
But everybody thinks that means he taught Tom Cruise and Paul Newman how to shoot these balls in the hole. He was a technical advisor on the karate scene. All he's got to do now is pull back to 7 and shoot the 7 in the side pocket, just pull back and shoot the 8 straight and just stop, and he's out.
Varner has just set his cue stick down.
The Kentucky Flash is not going to get a shot this time.
Well, Mike Seagull runs him out off the break, never allowing Varner out of his seat. So in short order, Seagull has taken a 1-0 lead in the finals of the 3rd annual 9-ball championship. Phil Stone, along with my sidekick, who's been with me throughout this incredible 9-ball tournament, Jack Johnston, and to our extreme right is a man who is the tournament director, Billy Staten. And in case that name sounds familiar, Billy, let's go back to 1967. It was quite a match against Luther Lassiter in the World Straight Pool Championship. I thought you had Lassiter in that match.
Well, it was a real exciting match and one I remember very vividly. It was 125 points of straight pool in Johnston City, Illinois in the finals. I had him 123 to 99, and I made the 124th ball, and I scratched.
Oh, my.
And he ran the table and won the tournament.
Well, we have got a situation here, right here in our own backyard. Resorts International. Mike Seagull out in front of Nick Varner, 1-0. First man to reach 9 will head for Paradise Island in Nassau, and he'll be carrying along with him $40,000.
Mike's got to be very careful here. He's got to keep Nick Varner sitting in that chair over there. He's going to jump this ball. This ball's going to jump. Well, actually, boom. It's not going to make anything on the break here. He's left Nick very safe. This one ball is frozen against the lip of the pocket, side pocket. This ball is frozen, exactly frozen against the lip of the pocket. It's almost impossible. Nick has no shot. He has no safe shot. He has no makeable shot. The only thing he can do is just hit the ball, nip the ball, and try to put the cue ball behind here. Looks like he may even be trying to fire at this thing.
All right. Well, Perhaps you should have restated that, Jack. Most of us would have no shot.
Us amateur-type folks. Nick's a freewheeling, free-flying 9-ball player. He's come to win this tournament. He's got a little bit of a problem here. This 4-6 is kind of tight. He's got to make sure that he just stays close to the rail. He wants to get his cue ball as close to the rail, side rail, as he possibly can. Give himself an angle to get down on the 5. Oh, he missed a 3.
Billy Staton, we talked a moment ago about that disappointing loss to Wimpy Lassiter in '67, but 5 years later, you managed to come back and win the World One Pocket Championship, beating a man by the name of Pete Margot at the Stardust Hotel.
Yeah, I remember that very well. I won the World's One Pocket Championship, beating Pete Margot in the finals in 1972.
How much was that top prize worth?
At that time, it wasn't a whole lot. It was $10,000. Today, they're playing for 40 here, so you can see how it's gone up.
Steve Miserak told us earlier that all the years he has been playing, his biggest prize has been $12,000.
I was there. I was at Caesar's Tahoe in Lake Tahoe.
Wait a minute, that's one of our competitors here.
Sorry about that, but that's where he was.
By the way, Phil, you know, Billy Staton is really not Billy Staton.
No?
No.
He looks like the guy that...
No, this is Mr. Weenie Beanie from Arlington, Virginia, presently residing in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
How'd that nickname come about?
I don't know.
I had some hot dog stands back in the... Well, I still have a couple named Weenie Beanie Sandwich Shop. And everybody just called me Weenie Beanie after that.
So you folks down around Virginia is buying them hot dogs. This is the guy you're giving your money to.
Seagull in control of the table.
And Mike's going to really... It's a very difficult shot. He's got to cut this ball real thin all the way down the rail and just keep his cue ball in line. He's got to keep the cue ball moving. He's got a little bit of a problem. He's got to play around this 9 ball. He doesn't want the cue ball to go into the 9 ball. He's got to get back. He's going 2 rails. Nice shot. He's got to make sure that... Let me have got this guy. He's got to take and drive this ball. He's got to fire this. This ball is going to go... He's going to fire this ball into his pocket 100 miles an hour. It's going to go flying in there. He's going to snatch his ball 2 rails to get back down to the other end of the table. Boom.
Oh, that's perfect position.
Seagull dispatched Jose Garcia in the semifinals 9-4. He has moved out in front of Nick Varner by a count of 2-0. And should Seagull win this finals, it would be quite a story after losing early in the match in this double elimination tournament. And since that early loss, he has won 11 straight. Welcome back to Resorts, everybody. I'm Phil Stone, along with Jack Johnston. And joining us in our broadcast position is Weenie Beanie, Billy Staton. It is Nick Varner and Mike Seagull here in the chase for $40,000. 356 players began the chase. It has been whittled away to these two. And Seagull in control of the break. He has a 2-0 lead.
He's got to make sure that he wants to keep this ball on the table. He's going to really... This man really hits these balls. Balls are not rolling in, huh, Weenie Beanie?
No, they're not rolling in, but he's very fortunate he hasn't left Nick a shot here.
He's going to have to duck here. He's probably just going to look to duck, get his cue ball up the table.
When you're down 2-0 early, does it affect the way you might go after a given setup, Jack?
Oh, yeah, you start dogging a little bit, they say. You know, the balls get bigger and the pocket gets smaller.
It would seem to me that the person on the short end of that score would become a much more aggressive player, maybe taking a few more chances.
Well, you have to reach down in your stomach, try to get something out of there because it's tough.
Look at here.
It's a great shot. Great shot. He's not going to get much of a roll out of it. He's going to have to whack this 1 ball in the corner pocket. He's probably going to go into the 7 here. He's got to... He's going to have to whack this 1 ball into this pocket here. Try to keep from hitting this 7 ball too full. He's going to have to stay in line. He doesn't want to give this... There we go. That's a disadvantage. When you have to go into balls, Phil, you really have very little control of where the cue ball is going to go. I don't think this 3 goes in the hole here.
I think it does pass through there, Jack. And if he makes it, he'll be perfect position on the 4 ball.
Looks like he's firing at it, doesn't wing it. He shot it.
Oh, it's just,
His ball's rolling perfect.
He has just got a setup that he can run out here now.
He's just going to roll and kill his ball down close to the rail. All he's got to do is keep himself together, stay down. $40,000 cash.
Now the loser here, I'll tell you what, it's quite a payday, $6,000.
Yes, there's a big difference between staying here and going to Kentucky and going to Paradise Island with $40,000 in your kick.
Who's got the $40,000 in cash around here?
I got it in my pocket. My boss don't know it, but I got it in my pocket.
Very authoritative shot.
I think all he's got to do is get out from here. He's got to keep himself together. It's a very important game. If he wins this game, I tell you, he's leaving himself some work. He's got to shoot this ball in a long pocket. He's got to draw this ball back. He's going to wind up shooting this ball in the short pocket there. He's going to have to shoot it in the opposite pocket away from it. Oh, excuse me. He shot that thing like Daniel Boone did.
Varner runs the 9 down, and he is on the scoreboard. After 3 games here in the men's finals of the Resorts International 9-ball championships, it is Seagull out in front of Nick Varner by a count of 2-1, and Varner will be in control of this, the 4th break in this game. Notice both Varner and Seagull, Jack, are playing with Joss cues. What would the cost of these cues be?
Well, these cues run about $3,000. They're made by Danny James out of Baltimore. $3,000. You know, when I first bought my cue stick, it was about $12.
$12 for your cue?
Yeah.
That's why you're here and they're down there.
That's the reason I'm here working for a living, right? I used to try to play this game. I run out of money all the time. I don't understand what happened. Here's his cue. He just bends this cue. He just hits these balls so hard, they just jump right up on top of this cue.
Now, why doesn't that tear the felt? If I do that, I rip a 6-inch gouge in that felt.
This is good cloth here. Oh, my goodness. He's left a dead combination for the 1-9. He's attempting to play safe. All Mike's got to do is stay down and just hit this ball solid. He's going to hit it dead on. Just drive it into the 9. It's just going to fly right into the pocket. He's going to hit this ball pretty hard, too. Boom. Right in. That's the kind of shot I like, Bill.
That's my kind of shot there, Jack.
Well, a mistake by Nick Varner awards Mike Seagull game 4 of this race to 9, and the champion will leave with $40,000. Well, we are in Atlantic City, New Jersey, Resorts International. It is Mike Seagull with the break here in game 5. Seagull leading Nick Varner 3-1.
This is a pivot game. This is a pivot game here. He's going to break these balls. He's just going to put everything he's got behind these balls. He's going to shatter them. Boom. He's letting his cue ball fly around the table a little bit. I'm very surprised at that.
Ooh, he has left a rather easy table for Varner.
You know, you're talking about these cue sticks, Bill. You know, the guy that makes these cue sticks, I just realized something. He came through my hometown about 20 years ago and he broke me. And then all of a sudden I had to go to work. He went to making cue sticks as Danny James. I don't understand that.
Danny James took all of your money?
He took all my money, left me, made me go to work, and then he went and made cue sticks somewhere and got rich making these $3,000 cue sticks. I can't believe that. How can a cue stick be worth $3,000?
Jack Johnston, this must be easy.
He put me to work. These balls are laying real good for Nick. Now he's going to go down and probably, he's going to try to get down here. Might try to make. He's coming on down.
He's okay.
These balls are laying real good now. Believe it or not, you would think the score being 3-1 that Nick would be the dog in this match, but he might be the favorite.
As long as he has a cue stick in hand, Mike might not get back to the table for a couple of games.
It's the most helpless position in the world to be in.
Well, he had a good rollout off that break.
Yes, he did. And once the balls get open and you get a kind of a string on that cue ball, it makes it rather easy to get on out as long as they aren't tied up. So Nick's in very good position here. He should get out here. And that'll keep him in the game. This is a very pivotal game, and he needs to win this so he doesn't drop any further behind.
That's all right. You know, all these mistakes I've made trying to pronounce things up here, you know, everybody's got to, all these folks got to understand, I'm from South Georgia. You know, this is the best I can do.
Well, I'm from South Carolina, and you've sprung this thing on me right here at the last moment. Why didn't you give me a warm-up?
Early in this telecast, I tried to say Manila, Philippines. That took me 20 minutes. What happened?
We edited that out of the telecast.
Yeah, I'm glad that guy didn't get this far. Man, I couldn't pronounce that for nothing in the world. Dick's running on out here. He'll be all right. All he's got to do is shoot this 8 in the corner pocket, snap his cue ball back down. He'll fire this thing right on in. Just throw this ball right
Those
on
of
down.
you watching at home, watch the position of the cue ball after it makes contact with that 8 ball. Watch
Yeah, he's going to
Varner
fire this ball right on in.
drawing the cue back for a approach to the 9 and a winner here in game 5. Rolls it down the rail, and Varner has made this one interesting. Varner had a very, very difficult semifinal match against Vineland, New Jersey's Jose Garcia.
Yeah, he was a popular favorite here. He was a local favorite. They win this match 9-8. He came right down to the wire. However, you know, during the match, Jose actually missed a 9 ball, a very easy 9 ball, and just turned the whole match completely around. Mr. Garcia, we're going to see him a lot in the near future playing in tournaments around the world.
One
Well,
ball
that
is
was
down.
a perfect break. And
This is a perfect break.
Cue ball
Watch it.
right in the middle of the table.
This 3-9-7 has gotten tied up here. This could be a big problem for him. He's going to look to pocket this 1 ball in the corner and just bring the cue ball over to the side rail for the 2. He's got a good angle on this ball. He's going to take and just float this ball down to the opposite side of the table. He's got to watch out for the 8 ball. He could run into the 8 ball here. Shoot the 2 long.
What are these balls made of, Jack?
They're just a clay composition.
No longer use those expensive ivory balls of years
Yeah,
ago.
the ivory has gone by basically because of the cost of producing the ivory balls. They're fiberglass plastic composition balls.
Are they as true as the old ivory?
Yeah, they don't swell. They're not affected by the heat and the cold, which is really good. I really personally think that these balls today, the equipment we play on today, is much better than the equipment as years gone by. I remember when he's playing a 3-9-7 combination here.
Oh, he just missed it, left the table wide open for Seagull to run these out.
Yeah, Mike should be able to get out here. He's trying to break the 3-9-7 combination here.
He's going to make this 4 ball right straight down in the corner pocket and just bring the cue ball out about 6 inches from the rail. The next ball will be a fairly easy shot in the corner pocket.
It is 1:45 in the morning here at Resorts International, and this ballroom is filled to capacity.
All he has to do here is just shoot the 7 in the corner and bring the cue ball up in the middle of the table. He can pocket that 8 ball in the side pocket. He didn't exactly get right where he wanted, and he'll pocket this ball in the side pocket, and the cue ball will go all the way down to the long end of the rail and come all the way back to the other end of the table where they're making the 9 ball rather easy shot.
He's made a good shot here. Better watch out for this ball.
Just like in the textbook.
The crowds here this week, Phil, have been phenomenal.
So Seagull, after the mistake by Varner, runs the table, and in so doing has moved out to a 4-2 lead here in the men's finals, the chase for 40 grand. let's pick up the action now with Seagull ahead of Varner 6 games to 3.
These players have got a lot of great shots in their bag. He's going to look to jump clean over this 5 ball, try to make the 4 and draw back to the 5. He's going to jump completely over the 5 ball. Watch this ball. It's going to completely leave the table.
Get up above.
Let's let the balls. He's trying to jump over this 5 ball. He's actually hitting down into the cue ball and drive it into the slate, which makes the ball jump. These balls are laying real good for Mike. Mike should be able to get out from here. He's got a little problem. He's going to fire this 7 into the corner and just pull back and shoot the 8 in. Looks like he's going to just look to shoot the 8 ball in the long corner. It's a good shot. All he's got to do is just fire this ball right on in the hole and let it stop there.
Andy is in perfect position to run the 9 ball out.
Good shot.
He buries it in the backside of the pocket, and it is Seagull moving out to a 7-3 lead over Varner. What a story it has been for that man right there, coming out of the loser's bracket, winning 11 consecutive games in that bracket.
I tell you, he's beat the greatest players in the world this week. Went from 356 down to 2.
This will make 2 tournaments in a row for him if he wins this one. He just won in Reno last week.
It's been a great year all the way around, Billy Staten. He has won 6 times in 1986.
Some of these players get on a roll and they win consecutively, maybe 3 or 4 tournaments in a row. When they get on that roll, it's hard to beat them.
He's left these balls. He didn't get lucky making anything on the break. These balls are laying real good. You can't leave these balls open like this for a great player like Nick Varner.
Cause is what it is.
He'll be done run out, went down to Kentucky and took that 40,000 with him, and you'd be sitting in the cheer. Boom. Kind of rattle that ball around a little bit.
That was a little shaky.
Yeah, it turned it into a bank shot. This has been the greatest pleasure of my life, Phil, to sit here with you for the last 10 shows. I really appreciate it. Resorts International appreciate your support.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. It has certainly been a pleasure on my part as well to watch these outstanding pool players compete under the tremendous pressure, and to see 2 superb gentlemen in the form of Nick Varner and Mike Seagull emerge from that pack.
He's going to fire this free ball right into the corner pocket. He's not going to take any chances. He's let this ball get a little bit too straight for him. He's going to come into the side, into the short side of the pocket here. He's going to draw this ball all the way back down. There's so much of a pocket he's got to play with. Boom. He's trying to create an angle here. Bringing the 5 back.
Right in the middle.
He's just not pocketing the ball. Yeah, he's hitting down almost to the belt on this ball and just throwing it all the way back. It's just backing right on up. It's like he's got the car in reverse.
Well, he's not pleased at all with the positioning of that cue.
No, he's looking to bank this ball back up in the corner behind him there. He's made this ball. That's a great shot. He didn't get lucky. He's got another bank shot. He's going to bank this 5 in the corner pocket. A little bit of a double kiss. A little bit of a lucky break, but an unlucky break because he didn't get a better shot. He's shooting at this ball, weenie beanie.
He's trying to bank it across corner. I think he's made it, too.
He's gone right in the center of the hole. Score is now 7-3. And I like Nick Varner, Phil. He's firing these balls in the back of this hole. He's got a little bit of a finesse shot here. This doesn't really have the angle he really needs to. He's going to force this ball in the hole, which creates a smaller hole. When you got to hit these balls in there hard, he's got to drive this ball in there.
He came up short again.
Well, he's got no easy shot here on the 9.
No, he's going to have to cut this ball. He's going to shoot at this ball. He's going to shoot at it. He's just going to spin this ball right on in the hole.
He's aligning the shot for an attempt at the lower right-hand side.
He just fired it right on the hole.
Watch this cue ball. Watch the cue ball. It's safe.
And Varner has begun to make a move. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. Seagull. It's the men's final of the 3rd Annual Resorts International 9-ball championship. Don't you dare go away. From the skyline of Atlantic City, New Jersey, you're looking down at Resorts International. This is the finals of the 3rd Annual Resorts International 9-ball championship.
This Alan Hopkins, the greatest 9-ball player from Absecon, New Jersey. So definitely a local favorite.
He was eliminated earlier in this tournament, much to the chagrin of a lot of locals.
Yeah, he got dusted off. I tell you, Alan has competed in every tournament here that we've had. He's a tremendous supporter of this game.
Alan's been a little unlucky lately. He finished second in 4 consecutive tournaments, but he did go to Japan and win the tournament about a month ago.
Nick has let this cue ball get away from him.
Cue ball in hand now to Mike Seagull. This is a pivotal game for Varner.
Here, Mike's going to break these balls, and he just lets his cue ball get out of line. And just most important thing is to keep that cue ball in line. Got to know where that cue ball is going at all times.
I want to take a look at that table, Jack. It appears as if it's a table that Mike should have no trouble negotiating.
No, all he's got to do is keep Whitey in line. As long as he can keep Whitey moving around the table, he'll be all right. He's hit this ball real good. He's going to get out from here. He should be able to get out from here without too much trouble.
Well, if he does, he is going to put Nick Varner's back to the wall.
All Nick wants to do is get out of this chair right now. Get an opportunity to get to bat.
Varner took his semifinal match, a very, very dramatic victory over Jose Garcia. While for the man at the table, Mike Seagull, he emerged from the losers bracket semifinal with a 9-4 win over Garcia.
Mike's made a good shot here. All he's got to do is shoot this 5 in the corner and just pull up to the side rail and just... Fired it right on in.
What tremendous position on the 8 ball to send it into that side pocket at the top of your screen.
Yeah, he's just going to shoot it in and just move over and shoot the 8 in the side, 9 in the side, and get on out. Right now, he's thinking about going laying in the sun.
Seagull is within 1 game of winning it all.
Wouldn't it be something if he makes it on the break? Making on the break for $40,000 cash and a free trip to Paradise Island.
Now this is what Mike Seagull has has scoped for. He has aimed for this situation ever since that early loss that sent him into the loser's bracket. And there is what he is gunning for here. He is 1 game away, a 9-ball away from $40,000. A trip to Paradise Island, resort and casino in Nassau.
And here we go. He's 1 game away.
Watch the 9-ball.
From all the gold. After 356 players. Nine ball's moving around. He didn't make anything on the break, did he? Yeah. He's out and about walking around. Mike's going to get out from here.
Well, he's got an ideal table.
You know, there's always controversy who the best player in the world is. Today, we're deciding who the best player, 9-ball player in the world is.
Now, the thing Mike has to do at this point, gentlemen, is keep his composure and go about business.
Just play like he's practicing. Put the crowd, the TV lights, everything out of his mind.
Oh, man.
Oh, he got a little lucky there. He missed that ball and it just fell right on end point. Mike right now is reliving the color of money.
But this one is for real.
This is for real. This is for cash. He's let this ball get a little too straight for him here. He has got himself a little bit of a problem here.
That was gorgeous.
Gene Balukas, a winner of the women's finals in convincing fashion over Fran Crimmy.
Jeannie Balukas is going to eventually somewhere in time win a major open tournament with men. He's looking to snatch this ball back a little bit. Oh, he sat down. He's got a very difficult shot here.
There is Gene Balukas.
Are we going to let her play in our tournament next year?
Yes, by all means.
She wants to play.
He's got to cut this ball into the side pocket, but his real problem is this 7 ball. He's got to stay in action on the 7. He might try to hit the 9 here. He's going to cut it right into the side and just try to go into the 7 and 9.
Oh, no.
He's gotten lucky here. Nick doesn't have a shot. Nick has no make-up a shot here.
Thinking of the clock. And I was shooting the 2. I mean, the 3. Yeah.
Nick's going to have to play safe here.
Seagull's
Nick's going to look to stick this cue ball behind the 7 ball here. He's going to jack up and just stick the cue ball behind the 7. Great shot. This is a great shot here.
Thinking of the clock, the whole shot.
Mike's going to have to kick at this ball. He doesn't even have a realistic kick. He's got to spin this ball around the 7 ball. He's got to be very careful here. He may hit the 7.
No, I never hit it.
Referee has called a foul, saying that Mike has hit the 7 ball first. Seagull is disputing the referee's call. Nick Varner will look on.
I went like this, and my cue maybe touched it after I hit the cue ball. If I did. I didn't hit the 7 ball. I was this far from the ball. Pat, come here. Come here. I massayed the cue ball. I had this much room. I massayed the cue ball, and my cue maybe might have grazed the 7 after I hit the cue ball. The cue ball is here, right? When I shot it with left English, I had plenty of room. I hit it, and maybe my cue tip grazed the 7 after I'd already moved the cue ball out of the way. I was not even near the 7. I know what you're saying.
Now you take a look at it on the replay, and in fact, Mike Seagull's claim is correct. He did not foul on that ball. Oh, there is controversy brewing here at Resorts International. We hope it can be resolved. We'll find out in just a moment. Well, a critical situation.
situation has developed in this match.
He's jacked up. He's trying to hit this ball. He hits the ball, but he actually hits the 7 coming around.
Referee called a foul, and that foul call will stand. You be the judge right here. As you watch the Q-tip approach, it kicks the cue ball. And there's the referee. And that foul will stand. Seagull has taken a seat, and Nick Varner will take control of the table. It is Seagull out in front, 8-4 in the chase for $40,000.
And Nick's got this cue ball in hand. He's got a very excellent opportunity to bring this match up.
Now Varner appears to be bothered by something.
He's bothered about this $40,000 and the girls in Paradise Island. He's made a bad shot here.
He failed to get back that far enough in position on the 7. He still might make it. It's not as easy a shot as he'd like.
He's got to just whack at this 7 ball, give himself a chance to get out. He's going to cut this ball in the corner. It's a good shot. Doesn't look like anybody wants to go home, Phil. It's a good shot here. Got a little bit of a lucky roll there. Went into that ball. We shoot the 9 inside.
So Nick Varner has ridden a very, very questionable foul call to victory here in game 13. It is still Seagull by 3. We'll be back. Welcome back to a packed cotillion ballroom at Resorts International. It is the men's finals, the chase for $40,000. The top prize is well underway. Nick Varner at the break. He is down 3 games.
He's going to watch his ball. Let this ball get away from him.
And he is scratched on the break. It is cue ball in hand to Mike Seagull.
Mike Seagull's cue ball is in hand. He's got a little bit of a problem here. The 8-6 is tied up. Really, he's only got one pocket to play the 6 and over here. What he's going to have to do is he's going to have to get in line to where he can shoot the 6 in this corner pocket here.
But his most immediate problem is canning that 2 ball in the lower right-hand corner pocket.
Yeah, he's going to have to stay down on this ball and just fire it. He's going to look to fire it. He's going to float down toward the inner rail. He's kind of like stop. He's going to look to take him. He's in good shape here. He's going to spin over to the opposite rail and shoot the 6 in the corner pocket. Yeah, what he's going to do here is going to shoot his cue ball into the 3. The cue ball is going to come up here and settle in this area. See what he does.
Oh, you called that one perfectly, Jack Johnston. But now he's got quite a dilemma.
Yeah, he's got himself a little bit too straight on this 6 ball. The 7 is so close to the rail. He's got to get his cue ball up. He's got to jack up his cue ball. He doesn't want to go into this 8 ball with a cue ball because he doesn't really have much control. I guess he's going to just try to go. He's going to spin off the 8 ball and try to get up past the 7 ball. It's a good shot he's made.
And what a tremendous follow the cue ball over on the side rail.
All he's got to do now is just snap this 7 right in, just drive it right down the rail. It's a very tough shot here. He's got to hit this ball. Boom.
2 balls away. 2 balls away. Eight balls down.
He's 1 ball away. This is a $40,000 9 ball.
This is the most expensive single ball any pool player has ever taken a poke at.
In the history of pool. This is a $40,000 9 ball.
Jack Seagull, the winner. That's world to give Mike a big hug and a kiss. I know they're happy. Chris is almost in tears there. That is a beautiful sight to see. This is that hand for Mike Seagull.
She can't believe it. Imagine Mike's reaction after having lost very early in this tournament and coming all the way through the losers bracket, cutting and slicing. And he has ended quite a story here at Resorts International. Mike Seagull, a dramatic win over Nick Varner. We'll be back to talk with the winner here at Resorts International in just a moment.
Welcome back to Resorts International. We are standing by with a very relieved Mike Seagull. And Mike, I suppose it could be said that you did it the old-fashioned way. You earned it.
I sure did. I won so many matches I couldn't even keep track, but I'm glad it's over. You know, Nick is a great player. A couple things turned around in the match, and you know, in a race 9, anything can happen. You get an early lead, and I played very well, and I won.
It was 8-4, and you came upon a very difficult foul call, yet you survived and won it all.
Yeah. That shot, well, that's, you know, it's it was very close. I mean, but in my mind, I thought I had enough room to get by there, but, you know, like, the calls are just judgment calls. So,
Mike, the turning point in the game, Game 3, Nick Varner made a mistake and left you to 1-9 combination?
yeah, that was real nice. I mean, I was ahead 2-1, and that made it 3-1 instead of 2-2, which is, you know, a big lead. On this equipment, under the circumstances, 1 or 2 game lead is nice to have. I mean, you can afford to make a mistake and still you're in the lead. So it was nice.
Mike, it was a week-long tournament. You provided a crowd in excess, a total of 7,500 with some tremendous thrills. And congratulations, it's the winningest purse in the history of professional pool, $40,000.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A job well done. Mike Seagull has run off with it. It's the richest stop in the history of pro pool, the winner of the 3rd annual Resorts International 9-Ball Championship. For Mike Seagull, the winner, and Jack Johnson, I'm Phil Stone. Thanks for joining us. So long.